Hi, I'm Kevin,
And I'm Amanda.
and we are serving up
All that jam.
All That Jam, Quick Hit. Jonathan Byerley on the new Emergency Group LP.
Let's do the origin story of Emergency Group. You're the bass player's a famous DJ, right?
Yeah, Dave is, he's got a fantastic show right now on WFMU called It's Complicated. It's all prog rock, hence the title, and, just nothing but odd time signatures and stuff. He has been, playing the bass around bands in New York for years, and also does a bit of writing, music writing. And great guy. Robert and Andreas both are actually, they come out of the world of modern dance here in New York. They have both worked for the Martha Graham Dance Company and the Mark Morris Dance Group. Both of them are like, real jazz guys, also with classical training, and they each have a composition practice too, I understand. And then, of course, I have primarily been associated with plates here in New York for like the past 13 years or so. But how Emergency Group got started is Robert and I met when we were both in Zachary Cale's band. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but he's a phenomenal songwriter. He's put out a bunch of records over the years. He's recorded for No Quarter and Org Music. I think his most popular or most recognizable release might be Blue Rider from 2016. Great record. But Robert and I were in his band from about 2017 to 2019, I would say, and we recorded an album that came out recently called Skywriting. Anyway, while Robert and I were in Zach's band, I think we just bonded, and I was really interested in learning from Robert because, like I said, he's got a background as a composer. So I was kind of at that point kind of getting into like stuff like Philip Glass and Terry Riley, and so I would just pick his brain a lot. And then we just started jamming as a duo in 2019. It felt like it could be something cool, so he called Andreas. I had never met him. Then we jammed a series of times as a trio, and then we're like, yeah, this really could be something. So that's when we called Dave, and I've told the story before, but like we finally got together as a quartet, played, recorded the night, and it was just, to my ears, it was phenomenal, and I think everybody else felt the same way because we were like, yeah, let's be a band, let's do this. And then that was February 2020, and then March 2020, everything shut down, and so I didn't see those guys for 2 years, basically. So the whole plans for having a band that was definitely aborted. But I think we got together like after the vaccines and played once in 2021, and then another year went by. Finally got everybody on the phone and was like, hey, let's do this band, like shows are happening again. And we got together in November and recorded just in our rehearsal space, and that recording is what became our debut release for Island House, Inspection of Cruelty. And Tim at Island House had already heard that first session. I had sent it to him. He had expressed interest in doing a tape. But then I sent him that thing, and he was like, let's do that. It sounded a lot better in terms of like its recording fidelity and stuff. So yeah, we've just been gigging and recording, and we've recorded a lot more, and we've played out, really since the beginning of this year.
Right. Now, Inspection of Cruelty it's one track on each side, right? Am I thinking
Exactly.
of the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it was basically a studio jam that you just cut down into, or was it pre-written? Did you guys go in and have a composed piece that you were going to play?
No, it was spontaneously composed. I mean, it's an improvisation. I think we that night maybe recorded about an hour and a half's worth of music, and this is how it usually happens in the course of a a jam, for lack of a better word. There's usually like a clear moment where we've like found what we're looking for until we carry it to a resolution. And so um, I it's edited. There's not many like crossfades or like stitching different pieces together. It's mostly two extended passages. There is some trimming, and then actually there was a whole third piece we did that night, but we forgot to hit record. So that one's lost to time. But
the second arrangement, like
yeah,
Steely Dan, they lost that one. But...
yeah, exactly.
The new one you got, Venal Twin. Is that what it's going to be called?
Yeah. Venal Twin is coming out, I think, October 20th on Centripetal Force. And that actually, we were so happy with what we did in November that we got together again in early January. Before we started gigging out in February, but so we had both of these in the can prior to that. And yeah, I think this record that's coming out is cool because I think we felt emboldened or a little bit more confident having done the Inspection night. And so we just got together, and like the playing it's definitely a little further out there and a lot more aggressive. I think, to folks who may have liked our more like Motor Tick kind of German noise stuff, or even like the more ambient, more mellow passages, I think this record might hit a little too hard. It's but if you're like into that, like, LSD freak out, like free shit, I think this is great. And I'm really thrilled about this one, and I'm glad it's coming out on Centripetal Force because I'm a big fan of that label and the artist on that roster. So I think it found a good home.
If you are enjoying All That Jam, please like and subscribe to our social media channels at All That Jam Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our website, allthatjampod.com. Make sure to sign up for our email list and tune in every week for new episodes.
Also, look for full interviews on our YouTube channel. And remember, stay beautiful, but don't stay underground too long.